Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, misery bots of all ages, back again with another video. This time, we talking about Mortal Kombat 11 being one of the most played games in 2025. Not just fighting games, one of the most played games of 2025. But before I get into this video, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and check out the Adrian Rockstar SoundCloud in the descriptions below. Let's get into the video. Now, if you go online and you type in top 100 most played Xbox games, you'll get like two websites that pop up. One is the actual Microsoft website, which shows Mortal Kombat 11 on the page as one of the top most played games in Xbox catalog. In fact, it actually says most played games, 480 games. Now that's OD. It's a lot. It's a lot. But it's not like Mortal Kombat 11 is all the way at the bottom where you have to scroll all the way down or whatever. Nah, you go to like the second page and Mortal Kombat 11 is there as one of the most played games. In fact, I think it was like the only fighting game there outside of like maybe UFC, which is crazy. Yeah, UFC 5 is like right above it. Now, is this list in order? Who knows? I'm willing to think it has some sort of order because when you look at the top, it's like Fortnite, Roblox, Call of Duty, Minecraft, Rocket League, Grand Theft Auto, 2K26, and stuff like that. So there is some sort of priority in terms of popularity, but it may not be 100% in order from like 1 through 100 or whatever, or 480 or whatever. But the fact that like Mortal Kombat 11 is amongst them, like there, it's literally on just the second page. It goes to show the popularity because they're not gonna push a game that's a dead game. Like Xbox, if the game isn't like being played at all, they're not gonna push it, let alone put it on what effectively is like the second page of that particular website. But if you actually need to see numbers, you need to see the fact that this joint is amongst the most played games on Xbox, you can look no further than going to trueachievements.com. Trueachievements.com has a top 100 most popular Xbox games of 2025. Now, it has literally what it says, full list of the top 100 most popular Xbox games of 2025 from January 1st to June 1st of 2025. And if you were to scroll down that list, there's only 3 fighting games on the list, by the way. Only 3 fighting games that made it to the top 100 popular games of 2025 on Xbox. One is going to be UFC. It's kind of a sports game, like, and it's a newer game, so you can't really knock it. Of course, that's probably going to be amongst pretty high. In fact, I think that one's like 26 on the list or something like that. So yeah, of course, that's going to be highly rated. It's a sports games and it's also a fighting game, so it has the sports aspect of it to help it out. But if you scroll further down, all the way down to 81, which is the next fighting game we have, Mortal Kombat 11 is the 81 most played or popular fighting game on Xbox for 2025 from January 1st to June 1st, which is insane to think about it when you think of the fact that Mortal Kombat 11 is 6 years old. Mortal Kombat 11 is 6 years. It came out in April of 2019. It's over 6 years old at this point. It's closer to 7 years at this point than it is 6. And it is still amongst the top 100 most played games on Xbox. The only other fighting game to even make the top 100 list on True Achievements, and I'm going to link all of these links on the descriptions below, but the only other game is Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, which is 94. Tekken 8, Mortal Kombat 1, and Street Fighter 6 doesn't even make the list on Xbox, which is crazy because each of those games are newer games and they're highly popular games. Mortal Kombat 1 and Street Fighter 6 both came out in 2023. Tekken 8 came out in 2024, and you mean to tell me in 2025 there are more people playing Mortal Kombat 11, a 6-year-old game, than there are people playing Tekken 8, Mortal Kombat 1, and Street Fighter 6, which are very popular games, by the way. Like, each of those games sold, I want to say, over 5 million. I think Mortal Kombat 1 is sitting at between 6 and 7 million. I want to say Street Fighter 6 is sitting between 6 to 7 million as well. I don't remember where Tekken 8 is. I'm pretty sure it's over 5 million sold or whatever. And those games ain't even cracked the top 100 on Xbox, which is crazy. Which is crazy. But you guys are probably thinking like, well, that's on Xbox, yada yada yada. PlayStation this, PlayStation that. PlayStation hasn't released like the top 100 games really played on PlayStation, but there is a top 100 games of 2024 from True Trophies. True Trophies. If you were to go to True Trophies, they have a list of the top PS5 and PS4 games for 2024 by unique players. By the way, by unique players, meaning these are the different players playing this game. It's not like one person putting in 100 hours on one game or whatever. Nah, these are unique players playing it. And if you go to that in 2024, now granted, I know it's not 2025, but it's kind of an indicator of it. I wasn't able to get any solid numbers for 2025. I was able to get stuff like per month and stuff like that, which isn't really a great indicator. But for the most part, you go to the 2024 top most played 100 top most played games on TrueTrophies.com. Mortal Kombat is actually number 11. Sorry, not number 11. I'm sorry. Mortal Kombat 11 is number 40 in the top 100 games for on PlayStation for 2024. Obviously, it's not 2025. Unfortunately, I was having trouble, but maybe in January or February of next year, when all the numbers is in, we can get like a top 100 for 2025. But until then, we got this, and Mortal Kombat 11 is actually number 40. And in fact, it shows that the year prior, in 2023, Mortal Kombat 11 was the 28th most played game on PlayStation. 28. So it dropped from 28 to 40. And if that's any indication, in 2025, it's probably still going to be amongst the top 100. Now, it might be closer to that 90 mark, but who knows? We'll find out when we find out. But if you were to scroll down, like Mortal Kombat 11, at least in 2024 for PlayStation, is above Brawlhalla's. It's above Brawlhalla's, which came in at 41. If you were to scroll down, now I think the only game that may have beat it was a UFC game, but nah, not even. UFC was 63. Was 63 in 2004. So Mortal Kombat 11, I think, is the most popular fighting game in 2024 for PlayStation. UFC 4 was in 63rd place. Then you have Dragon Ball Sparking Zero at 65. Then you have Tekken 8 at 72. You have Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 at 74. You have Dragon Ball Kakarot at 75, which that's not really a fighting game. You do have Mortal Kombat 1 on this list for PlayStation's top 2024 100 games at number 80. Mortal Kombat 1 at number 80. And then you have Dragon Ball Fighters at 89. And that's it. Like, there's no Street Fighter 6 on here at all. At all, which is crazy to think about because, like, when you think of some of the most popular fighting games out right now, you think Street Fighter 6, you think Mortal Kombat 1, you think Tekken 8. And at least in 2024 on PlayStation, Mortal Kombat 11 is being played more than those games for that entire year. And if you look at Xbox, the first 6 months of 2025, Mortal Kombat 11 is being played more than Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6, and Mortal Kombat 1. So anybody telling you that Mortal Kombat 11 is dead, do not believe it. It is not only one of the most played games, period. It is one of the most played fighting games, period. So if you learned anything about today, men lie, women lie, these numbers don't. And check out the numbers, look it up for yourself. I'll leave these websites on the descriptions below, in the descriptions below. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff.